start with the first bit of news, which is quick. So Boruto has been postponed indefinitely from the next episode, and we don't know when it's coming back. Reruns will start from episode 1, Uzumaki Boruto, basically is what the tweet is saying. So I guess people in Japan can look forward to that if they haven't started the show. So we get into the next bit of news. Piece of news is big, like everyone's been waiting for it. So the Kara Actuation Arc has been announced, and now I'm kind of late, but I have some thoughts on things after reading the synopsis provided by Organic Danos on Twitter. So I'll link her thing or put her thing in the description so you guys can go check it out. But let's quickly go through it and see what it's saying. So looking at the tweet here, so basically this Actuation Arc is kind of like, it seems like it's a prelude to the arc in the manga, which is cool, and it seems like there'll be some kind of interaction between Jigen and Boruto. Maybe not like actual interaction, but like some kind of unknown interaction. So Jigen is already probably playing a part here, and it talks about a client called Mia who's Boruto is going to save, and there's a thing about somebody's missing because it's Mia's husband that's missing and stuff like that. It also says about them is the place where they're going is like a manufacturer of medical treatment supplies, which is interesting because if you think about it, remember the guy who died, the Kara member, I think his name was Victor, and he was so proud about his regeneration abilities. So what if this man is linked to this medical supply? Because like, why would they just literally killed him for no reason? Like that guy just died and nobody said anything. So I'm thinking maybe Jigen wasn't happy with him, and he was like, let's kill this man. I don't know, because, and if you remember, the boat, or not the boat, the thing that Kawaki was, the blimp that Kawaki was going in, and the vessel and all that, they say they needed they spent a lot of money and all that kind of stuff. So if maybe this is one of the avenues that they get the money from, this is interesting. So I guess look forward to that. That's my basically thoughts on the upcoming arc. It was supposed to start on episode 147, but because it's been postponed, we don't know when that will be. So fingers crossed, and hope everybody's safe. This piece of news is also big. What can I say? In 2020, Boruto fans, we eating good, bro. We eating good. So obviously the voice of Jigen, and these are the designs for him in the anime, have been released. So it's going to be voiced by Tuda Kenjiro-san. So I mean, you guys have heard him in like Overhaul. I think he's Mon Speed too. He's like the lover, husband, caretaker, whatever he is to Derriere. I don't know, but he's that guy too. I'll probably put a picture so So Overhaul, Derriere, the voices were cool, and I saw the trailer recently for Hataraku Saibo, Sales at Work, for like a special season thing. So if you hear his voice in that too, that he's pretty cool. So this is kind of big. So you can see this tweet from Tuda-san on the Boruto anime, which is big because Tuda has a big following, and because of this, if you look at his Twitter, he has about like 500,000 followers, and because of that, obviously people like, if you go to the tweet where he said this, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to start tuning in for the anime to watch you, to listen to your voice. Like if you can get like big voice actors for the other members of Kara too, we could pull in a lot of people. So it's even this kind of COVID break is actually kind of a blessing in disguise, because if people are waiting for him and they were like, oh, want to catch up on Boruto, they have the opportunity and the time now to go back, watch the episodes. Just go and look at his tweet. You can use Google Translate, whatever, if you don't understand Japanese, and you see like people are excited. Oh, I want to hear your voice. People are like, oh, I haven't seen Boruto. I stopped watching at the end of Naruto. So so this is kind of big. So, and I'm thinking if we can get other voice actors for like people like Delta, who are big, and also bring more oomph to the whole like Boruto anime and signify the end of the prologue, which was the Mujina Bandits saga, that would be good. And speaking on this thing of popular voice actors, obviously it's not necessary, but I feel like it will help push the series more and give people an incentive to go and watch back from episode 1, because like especially like the male voice actors, a lot of girls, people like to listen to their voices and things like that in Japan. If you look at Kensho Ono, who's the voice actor for Jono Giovanna, he's also the voice actor for Shigadai, which makes more sense, because if you watch the Boruto and Naruto 20-year anniversary event thing, I was surprised that he was at the event one, and when he was speaking, people were always clapping for him. I'm like, why is this man so popular? But they realized because he is well known. I mean, he has 1.1 million followers on Twitter. If you can get more people like this, it will bring a lot of people will be more eager. People want to hear these people's voices, and they can get engrossed. They come for the voices but stay for the story. That's what we're talking about. 2020 Boruto eating good. So for the other members of Kara, I've thought about some voices which we could put for them. Not many, just like Cold, Delta, and of course Kawaki. Those are the only people like my mind that I can think of now. So I started with Delta in terms of the Kara members who I think should voice them. So I picked Killua's voice actor and Kurapika's voice actor and Toka's voice actor. I'll put like some clips for you guys to see and hear their voices.
二度と俺たちの前に汚ねえ面出すな。必要なのか？お前の番だ。開けよ夢子。私など素手で十分倒せると。
7期これ私らが見たらね。手の横暴に苦しめられている人たちが
なんか一つもねえんだよ。
とっても優しくて紳士で。
なんだろう、すごく。さもないと私がお前を殺す。よもや私を宿から遠ざけるためにわざと風穴を開いているわけではあるまいな。
あの男には戦場で笑えるだけの強い。ここに来るって分かってたよ。エリザベスでございます。私もお前をおかずにしたことがある。人がいるからそれに応えるために。
何よあんたたち。
お呼びでしょうかご主人様。
確かだよ。昔の幸福なトラウマは俺の中でなる力。
In regards to Code, I've picked Uchiyama and Nakamura. Well, you can see like from Code, he seems like that Bishonen character which we haven't seen in Boruto, so it's kind of like Sasori and Deidara in a way. They seem like they're really popular with the females, so I've kind of picked voice actors that kind of suit that kind of taste. There was another voice actor I was thinking of putting, like the one for Gil Thunder, Minoru Mamu something. And he's also a good shot, but I'm also thinking of people who can, like, you know, push out and broaden the series in the same way like Tsuda Kenji will do, or the same way that Kensho Ono is doing, you know. So that's why I've picked them. So hopefully, I know Code is kind of soft. He seems soft-spoken anyway, so I hope he can branch out of that shell and he has, like, you know, maybe some aggressive tendencies, or, you know, we see more of a range of emotion from him basically.
稀に非常に濃厚芳醇な地層が送られてきたのだ。新型エンドレイブをオペ船に搬入する途中で、うちの野生児は騙せてもなんとかっていう中二病的な肩書きがつくよ。一度も会えなかったけど語らないんだよ。一瞬で世界のバランスを変えてしまう知識。俺はできてる。アリーベ・デルチ。ああ、まだしばらく散歩できるな。俺が EMD を倒す。それがねえだろう。そいつを砕くとき迷わなかったのか。なさらないでください。僕はリリチオ様を。
In terms of selecting for Kawaki, there were two main things on my mind. Very simple. Kawaki to me is badass. Number two, he seems very rude. And there's only one man who I can choose for badass characters. Like, there's nobody cooler than this man.
Do you understand?
It's also pretty clear that there's some inspiration from this series. Maybe not this character specifically, but there's definitely inspiration from this series in terms of Boruto. Because I've seen, I think it was Kodachi, like the, you know, the artist or the pictures or the tweets of this series. They watch it. Come on, look at this man. This man got the sauce, the drip, the stew, the pot. This guy got everything. Come on. Probably a good shout that this is probably, and Kawaki wears a jacket too. Come on, the writing is all here. Come on, Perio Studio Perio, let's do this.
何も言えぬ。領収書だぜ。ザ・ワールド。俺が時を止めた。ぶちかます。オラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラオラ。作戦は失敗した。アルバットへ向かう途中で泥棒に身ぐるみやられてね。お前が飛べなくなるまで撃てばいいだけの話だ。たとえそれが何でも。僕、奴がこの場面で手ぶらことが一元様に刃を。